Robots are gradually becoming a part of every aspect of human life. Many of us already rely on robotic devices at home, such as robot vacuum cleaners. Naturally, the military sector has also embraced robotic technologies. However, in armed conflicts, it is still humans who fight. This raises an important question. Could robots fully replace humans in the future? In theory, combat robots could take over human roles in warfare, but how does this idea hold up in practice? Autonomous robotic systems, also known as combat robots, are increasingly being deployed by various countries worldwide and are becoming more common on the battlefield. Development, testing, and implementation of these systems are being actively pursued not only by leading powers and their competitors, but also by non-state actors. The emergence of such technologies is transforming approaches to warfare and will have significant implications for military personnel, combat tactics, and national policies in this domain. The long-standing leaders in this field, the United States and Israel, are now facing growing competition from countries that have recently embarked on the development of autonomous military systems and joined the technological race. These include Russia, China, Iran, Turkey, and several smaller nations. All of them are conducting active research based on solutions initially developed for civilian applications in areas such as high technology, computer science, software, optics, and other fields. The advent of new technologies is rendering current norms in military tactics obsolete, raising numerous questions about how competition in the military sector will evolve in the near future. In the coming decades, U.S. forces are likely to encounter situations where autonomous systems are employed by various actors to address an increasingly broad range of tasks. Seeking to expand beyond traditional spheres of influence, U.S. military rivals such as Russia and China, along with other nations and non-state actors, are actively developing autonomous robotic systems for land, air, and sea applications. Over time, these efforts could erode the combat superiority the U.S. military has enjoyed for more than 20 years. Amid the uncertainty surrounding the parameters of future wars, users of robotic systems are beginning to consider establishing rules for their use. It is crucial to understand how the widespread adoption of such technologies will influence engagements with adversaries, and how these systems might contribute to conflict resolution. China aims to develop robotic soldiers for special operations, integrating artificial intelligence technology by 2035. Experts suggest that these robots will replace humans in executing highly dangerous missions. However, the prospect of military robots raises significant concerns. How does the People's Liberation Army plan to incorporate AI into its military sector? According to preliminary forecasts, these cutting-edge technologies will take the form of unmanned aerial vehicles. These robots are expected to fly long distances, dive deep underwater, and remain undetected for extended periods. Upon receiving a command, the robot must swiftly surface, move toward its target, deliver a lethal strike, and then disappear beneath the waves. The proposal for this new type of robot came from Unit 78092 of the PLA, which recently revealed details of a hypothetical special operations plan abroad. Chinese engineers and scientists are actively researching new UAV designs to better understand the requirements, capabilities, and strategic goals that these unmanned systems could fulfill. To demonstrate the potential of these military robots, researchers have presented a scenario for future operations. In this scenario, a conflict erupts in 2035 between China and a neighboring country. Both sides agree to limit their use to small arms, drones, and anti-aircraft guns to reduce costs and prevent escalation. While the other country is not named, the scenario involves a river that flows along the shared border between the two territories. The river has an average depth of 30 meters and a maximum depth of 40 meters. China shares several rivers with its neighbors that fit this description, such as the Yarlung Tsangpo, Brahmaputra River flowing from Tibet into India. In the scenario, Chinese forces are assigned a special mission to launch a silent attack on critical targets behind enemy lines. The objective is a key command and supply center hidden along the river, approximately 40 kilometers from the front line. The newest military robots like drones are expected to operate solo or in groups, navigate river depths, and launch torpedoes at enemy boats. These drones will be equipped with advanced intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance systems, enabling them to hover over battlefields, assess damage, and determine whether further action is needed after the initial strike. Should enemy forces attempt to retreat, the military robots would pursue and eliminate them. No modern war today is fought without the involvement of robots, and in the wars of the future, nearly all military equipment is expected to be unmanned. Unmanned tanks, planes, helicopters, and combat vehicles already exist and will soon be deployed by modern armies. This area is actively developing worldwide, paving the way for armies of robots in the future. Several factors drive this trend. The maintenance and logistics of robots are significantly cheaper than those of human soldiers. Robots can be sent on riskier missions without concerns about being captured. They can self-destruct if necessary. Robots make decisions faster and, unlike humans, are immune to stress. Modern technology already makes it possible to robotize all equipment used in combat operations. It is only a matter of time and resources before this capability is implemented across all modern armies. Does this mean we will soon see robots from science fiction films, capable of acting without direct human control? Killer robots or lethal autonomous weapon systems are already a reality. However, such developments are not widely publicized, and their use is limited by international law. The first officially documented case of a combat robot killing a human without operator intervention occurred in Libya in 2020. Prototypes and functioning models of autonomous combat robots have long been in use in the armed forces of many countries. While developing the atomic bomb, Robert Oppenheimer and his colleagues voiced concerns about the potential ignition of Earth's atmosphere. Today, with the advent of autonomous weapons, we face a similar risk of catastrophic harm by creating combat machines capable of killing without experiencing fear. The consequences of introducing such unchecked weapons onto the battlefield could be far more devastating than we currently imagine. Indeed, humanity likely underestimates the restraining and moderating effects of fear, fatigue, and stress on the brutality of warfare. Throughout military history, war has been driven by humans killing under the shadow of primal feelings of danger and fear. People behave differently when they believe they have a chance of dying. The psychological stresses of combat often create friction that disrupts even the most intricate blue arrows on battle plans. Considering this, it is crucial to examine how humanity's adoption of autonomous weapons will shape the future of warfare. Military technology stands on the brink of a revolution that will permanently transform the nature of war. Autonomous weapons, immune to the psychological factors of combat, are on the horizon and will soon usher in a new era of lethal armaments. These systems will impact offensive and defensive operations, offering new strategic opportunities. The deployment of autonomous weapons may make warfare more efficient, but it will also make it far more brutal and terrifying. Nations strive to dominate the military industry through the latest technologies, and it seems the arms race will never truly end. Humanity continues to exploit its full potential for self-destruction and the devastation of the planet. Perhaps Albert Einstein was not far from the truth when he said, "I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones."